Things first, well, let's get some common concerns out of the way if you're kind of getting into the, or starting to get into the industry and you've got these concerns, these worries about kind of moving forward. I'm scared I'm going to fail. Oh, grow up. Literally, you can't fail by doing this and trying to get into the industry. You've already taken the first step into actually your future career, and you've already succeeded in pushing your life in the right direction because you're doing something. You're actively here in this talk, and you're trying to get your mindset in a way that you want to do something better. Also, you're probably an adult or kind of coming into being an adult if you're looking to get into the industry, so kind of start acting like one. I don't have time. Oh no, then make some. You need to learn how to break down your time and maximize the opportunities that you've got. You have more time than you think, and I'll break down how to assess what you've got in terms of time and where you can find spaces and break it down because you have got time. Even though you might think you've not, there is time there. You just need to find it and use it effectively. I've tried, but something always gets in the way. Stop blaming everyone else. Turn the odds in your favour. You're the only person who can make things happen in your life, and it all kind of starts with you. Instead of blaming others for not giving you a chance or not giving you this and that, you have to do what's in your power to make them take a chance on you. As an example, if you didn't get hired because your show reel didn't stand out, figure it out, fix it. Ask people for their opinion, find out, get feedback from even the interview and say, why was this not standing out to you? What was it that was a bit iffy? If the person didn't like you at the interview, it's kind of a shame, but break it down and figure out why. Were you rude to them, like with or without realizing? Did you not come across as a likable person? You kind of need to break down these things that don't work out for you and analyze and adapt to the scenario and improve. You've got to be critical to yourself and ask why. The whole world isn't really against you. You just need to learn how to twist everything into your favor by being adaptable. So hopefully we've addressed some of the main issues there and some of the concerns. Hopefully they answer some of the worries. But if there's something more in depth for you specifically, I mean, feel free to drop me a DM. I'm happy to listen. Or you can put it in chat. We can try and address it at the end if you really want to. But I mean, my DMs are always welcome if you just want to drop me a line. Feel free to, just put me in the chat if you really want to. Hello, everyone. Now that's out of the way, there's no reason you can't mentally prepare for the future and kind of tune in. Sorry, that was a little bit brutal at the start there. It was just to kind of shock value. Oh my God, this is actually real and happening. But I'm going to try and help you and give you a few ways to kind of get through this now. So, the not so strict guide. Yeah, it's not strict. This is just kind of a few tools and things that I have used when I've been researching and trying to get, like, forge the path to my life. Not all of them are applicable to everyone, but most of them should apply to your career path at some point. To be honest, a lot of these can kind of be applied to like everyday life, like conflict resolution and stuff. Like it does stretch out quite a bit, so hopefully it'll help you as well. So you want to be motivated and start on a pathway to your end goal, whether it's a job or personal achievement or anything else. So how do you actually start? We've got yourself a few questions. What is your aim? What are your end goals or targets? You need to set yourself something to kind of go for, because otherwise you're just going to be aimless. It's super important because it'll help you determine the path that you actually need to take. I'm sorry, Stephen, for the emotional damage. You need to channel the best case scenario that is in your head as well. So you need to think about how happy you'll be when you're in that final position, when you can pitch that perfect moment where you've hit what you wanted to hit. That feeling is something you can't really get anywhere else. You can't get it on TikTok or, eating, I mean, maybe eating a really good cake, but I mean, generally speaking, it's quite difficult to get that feeling. But you have to have a positive mindset, and it's such a good life hack because things just seem to work out better for you. They just seem to work all around because you're not thinking about the negatives, you're kind of focusing on the positives. And when you can brush off the negative kind of downsides to everything, life just seems a little bit easier. It's not, but it makes you think it is. So it just means you're not hesitant to, try new things and jump further than you would if you were kind of apprehensive about this kind of stuff.